1 minute warning!
To the goofball army out there, hi at the families, tell them to get to the next room, tell them to go to your neighbors, because we got goofball news to go over, and it might get crazy.
Typically does, guys. If it's your first episode ever, you got like 30 seconds before we start, so not enough time to go to the bathroom, but go get a drink, because trust me, you're probably going to need it there. In the meantime, the rest, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you know about future episodes as well, guys. Buckle your seatbelts if you haven't already. Make sure your tray is in the upright position here, guys, because we are just about ready to get going. And like, oof.
Guys, if you want a crazy ride going forward, a bunch of nonsense, but all nothing but the truth about the Giants, listen in, buckle in, tell a friend.
Let's go.
And now, here are your goofball hosts, Drew and Rob.
Welcome, fellow goofballs, to Two Giant Goofballs, the New York Giants podcast. I am Drew, joined as always by
me, Rob, and what the F?
Can we just do this already? Say it with me. Fire Shane Bowen. Fire Shane Bowen. This is goddamn ridiculous. Like, I don't understand why this is such an issue still. I've never seen somebody so inept at their job and keep it for so long.
It's ridiculous.
What the hell?
You literally had the announcers on live broadcast be like, whatever we done for the first 3 quarters, continue to do it.
Yeah. And we don't do it. We don't do it. And why the hell are we taking, first play of the overtime. Let's not put Dexter Lawrence in the goddamn game. You have the best goddamn nose tackle in all football. One of the very guys who actually knows how to potentially stop a running back. And you have a running back who's running up and down the field whenever he wants on this defense as it is. And you're like, let's just start the game without our top player.
Yeah, the best player we have on the team.
Like,
let's play.
Why?
Start today.
Tell me how that makes any sense. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Don't understand.
This is now our 5th game that we were winning in the 4th quarter that we blew. Our 5th game, guys. We could be 7-5 right now. Like, absolutely goddamn ridiculous. And Deb, I see your point. She says Kafka blew it. Should have taken the 3 points, and it would not have gone to overtime. I do not disagree with you whatsoever. I was flipping
100%.
out on the drive. Yeah. Take the goddamn 3 points. You know what the sad part is? You have so much confidence in your defensive coordinator, you keep him on after he's blown so many leads. But you have so little confidence when the game is going on that you refuse to go for 3 points to go up by 6 because you don't trust your defense not to give up a touchdown.
Even if you don't trust your defense, you have to put those 3 points on the board. Like, I get, like, yeah, you're on the 6-yard line, but you have to put those 3 points on because what it does, it changes the way the Lions come out and play that drive. Instead of playing for the field goal, you have to play for the touchdown, which changes how they are going to run down the field, which is easier because there's less plays you're going to run to go down the field. You also got to get big plays in short time. So there's more throwing. So it just makes it easier on your defense. You fucked up is what you did.
Yeah.
I was yelling at the TV.
I was flipping out myself. I'm like, why would you not do this? Why would you? Hey, listen, if it had worked out, we'd be like, oh, that was a risky call, but it worked out. But I still would call it out as that was stupid. You should have taken that risk. I still would call it out. But instead, we don't go for anything. We go for the touchdown and
come up short.
Lost. But you have so little faith in your defense to get one stop that you won't go to be up by 6 points. That is goddamn travesty. And that alone tells you right there that Shane Bowen should have been fired a long time ago. And that if Shane Bowen is not fired on Monday, then this team doesn't give a shit anymore. Flat out, just doesn't care.
Yeah. Dable was just the start of it. Like, we know we got to clean house. Like, this is absolutely absurd. This is the product we keep on giving out the field. Like, this is a great team that we almost beat, but we did it because of bad play call.
Yeah. And not only a team we could have beat, but a team we should have beat that's actually pretty goddamn good.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
this is a continuation of this issue overall, where the Giants keep losing to teams that are good, but we should beat them. Like, that's what just pisses me off in this whole thing. Okay, like you got the Cowboys, for example. Okay, there's your first one. The Cowboys we should have beat.
Yeah, point. With Russ too.
And we haven't beat the Cowboys in how long?
It feels like a decade.
You know, like, and maybe the Cowboys aren't the greatest team, but it's been a huge moral win to get that, you know, because we haven't beat them in so goddamn long. It's not even funny. You know, go back to the Saints. Should have beat them. Didn't beat them. You know, that's a game is a team is 2-8, just as bad as us, if not worse, when they lose their game later on today, they'll be 2-9. So I mean, then you go into
they might win.
Then you go into the Broncos game. We were crushing them.
And who's probably going to win the AFC West?
They're 9-2 right now. They're 9-2.
8-3.
Beat them. You know, like this is the insanity of it all. The Bears are 8-3. We should have beat them. The Packers 7-3-1. We should have beat them. The Lions 7-4. We should have beat them.
Saw great teams, all of them. We're winning in the fourth quarter, and they lose.
Like, this is the BS of being a Giants fan, guys. That we deal with this week in, week out.
Yeah, it's just going to show too. Like, it's not the players. Like, you go out there, they play hard. It's the coaching.
Yeah,
it straight up comes down to the coach and the play call. We're going out there and bring it out to the field. It's like, it is god awful.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, at what point do they figure this out and turn this around?
Sadly not this year.
And at what point did long field goals not become the wrath of the Giants? Like 60-yard field goals when you're playing to beat the Giants become an automatic thing, apparently. That's what it just feels like.
It does feel,
you know, like it's just, oh my gosh, it's just ridiculous. And you know, especially to get that big 5-yard lost tackle by Dane Belton right beforehand. And like, that's such a huge play, it's not even funny. At that exact juncture, that's the biggest play. Like, that's basically, you got a sack almost, like, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of equivalent. You lost 5 yards. You knocked them back out of field goal range. And they go for it anyway and get a 59-yard field goal to tie it up.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm beginning to think God's not a Giants fan.
Not lately.
Like, what the hell? Like, at what point? And we wasted a great game by the offense, by the way, too. Like, I want to really give kudos to the Giants offense here, because as crappy as this team as a whole is, you know, it's just like,
Winston was out there, being the wild card that we thought. And I was watching this, as I was watching the game, they brought up, like, there hasn't been a team this year that's thrown 300 yards against that Lions defense this year. And Winston threw over 350.
So Winston on the day, 18 of 36, 366 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, the 1 sack, which was the final play of the game there, 93.1 passer rating. Oh, yeah. And throw in the fact that he also got 4 carries for 13 yards. Oh, yeah. And throw in the fact that he got 1 catch for 33 yards and a touchdown. With a touchdown pass for Gunnar Olszewski. Who would have thought Gunnar Olszewski, of all people, that would touchdown pass?
It's Gunnar Olszewski. Only throw in the NFL is for a touchdown.
I don't know. Like there were so many good performances in this game that I don't want to like overlook them. I don't want to like just throw that out. By the way, every single good performance is on offense except for one guy. But you know, it's just so rough right now being a Giants fan, guys. Like offensive line finally running for the first time, doing good. Quarterback play finally being good for the first time since Eli's prime. You know, offensive weapons, like we lose Scatterbo, we lose Nabors, we lose Dart for a couple of games. And then you got over 400 yards of offense, if you want to word it that way, for Winston when you throw in his reception. 3 touchdowns. Then you throw in Wan'Dale Robinson going for 9 catches, 156 yards and a touchdown, which was, of course, the flea flicker. I can't believe it still worked, but somehow worked. Again, great job, JMS, on the block on that one. He's not going to get enough credit for that because people love to knock him when he does bad plays. John Michael Schmitz, point blank, amazing block in that flea flicker, which saved that from being a horrendous play for like a 10-yard loss potentially. Keep in mind that was a 3rd down play, by the way. It wasn't like a 1st down kind of thing. They took a really ballsy move on a 3rd down. So many good things. I mean, Theo Johnson been so much better the last couple of weeks, catching the ball. Caught the ball today multiple times. 3 catches, 77 yards. Tracy, not necessarily a great day on the ground for him, 20 carries, 62 yards, but 3 catches, 68 yards. So it still ends up with a day of what is that, 130 yards total offense. It's a damn good day. Isaiah Hodgins, another touchdown, 2 catches, 42 yards.
Just think that he was on the practice squad 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Not even our team, Steelers.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot to be said about some players that point blank did good things here today. You know, throw in the fact that, we didn't miss a field goal for once. We didn't miss a field goal. When's the last time we haven't missed a field goal? It just seems like that's just what happened.
Cool.
We got to give a little shout out also Darius Alexander on the day. 2 sacks. 2 sacks.
Huge sacks.
Darius Alexander officially has 4 times the sacks of Abdul Carter.
Nice.
That's the truth.
I see what you did there.
It's the truth. So and you know what? I got one more thing I got to rant about here. Because Deb just put it in the comments section. I definitely plan on bringing it up at some point, but she put it in. Let's bring it up. She says, loved it when Eric Gray dropped the first return. Shake my head. Why the hell is Eric Gray anywhere near a goddamn kickoff return team?
Makes absolutely no sense.
How many times
at this point
doing kickoffs, doing punts, doing all these? He can't do it. He sucks at it. He cannot do it. Cannot.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why you drafted this guy. Like, come on.
Cut his ass.
Whoa.
Done. Gone.
Absolutely.
Well, he's going to be cut when he came back. Like, you're really telling me that Turbo Miller sitting in the practice squad can't do better than this guy?
We should have activated Turbo. We should have Turbo time. Double time now.
Like, I just don't understand. Like, there's no way in hell that Turbo Miller is worse than that.
Yeah. Having a blank roster spot is probably better than having Eric Gray on your roster spot.
That's what they went with. The blank roster spot. But they could have given Turbo.
They should have.
Should have given it to Turbo. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's like, why do we keep compounding these stupid ass things over and over again, but making the same mistakes over and over again? And keep in mind that was what was potentially an important kickoff. Like, we're trying to get good coverage here, trying to get some points on before the halftime.
And we blew it.
Blew it because we have a crappy returner again. Special teams whooping us in the butt again. And the crazy thing is, it's not like I can sit there and flip out of Michael Gabriel, this special teams coach. It's not that he's doing bad things and the team's not coached well like that. I don't have any issue with that. What I have an issue is that we have a returner back there who should not be back there. And I get it. Deontay Banks is hurt. We put Jalen Hyatt back there before, right? I don't know how that toothpick catches the ball and doesn't break in half if he gets hit, but whatever.
He definitely, anything is better than Gray back there.
I just don't understand this at all, guys. I really don't. I mean, literally, Jahmyr Gibbs, 15 carries, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's just the running. That's not including the 11 catches, 45 yards, and a touchdown there too as well. That's goddamn insanity. And this Giants team cannot stop the goddamn run still. Remember at Hard Knocks last year. Oh, again, Shane Bowen. He can stop the run. He can stop the run. He can't stop the run. He can't stop the run.
Hasn't stopped it. Terrible.
God damn it. Better off getting a freaking goddamn thing of Imodium AD. At least that would stop the runs.
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely goddamn ridiculous. I don't understand this. Like, what do we have to do to change things? What do we have to do to learn?
Yeah.
Like,
that man needs to be left in Detroit.
Another wasted.
You should straight up, we should do exactly what I was saying we should do to Dable. Leave him in Chicago. Fire him before we get on the plane. Let him figure out an Uber from Detroit. Have fun in the hood.
Yeah, and I still see people too talking in the comments about Abdul Carter. Again, we weren't high on him like everybody else coming out of this draft, but we got him. I still think there's hope for him, but I still think that our expectations were just ridiculously high for this kid. That's the problem. And I think that you're going to have to give him a year or two to really see what you got. I know nobody wants to hear that from me, probably. I get it. We're ranting.
We're beating that drum.
We're
beating that drum preseason. As soon as we drafted him, like, let's not compare him to a phenomenal that came out in Marcus Parsons that had 15 sacks year one. Like, it's not fair.
It's not fair. It's not possible.
He's got pressures. And it's also the Cowboys didn't have anyone else really that the fight for those pressures. We also have Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau. Like, so he's flying around with a lot of talent.
Yeah. It's just, it's just, I don't know. Like, I feel like we're like a broken record at this point here. And it's like we're 17 minutes in. Usually, like, our post games go like an hour. But I'm sitting here like,
how many times we talk about how much we suck?
Yeah, like how many times we talk about we can't hold the lead? How many times we need to talk about the fact that we have a shitty defensive coordinator that should have been gone? Like, how many times can we talk about this stuff? Seriously.
Yeah. How many times can we talk about how we blow a lead? Like, how many times we say we had played 3 quarters of great football, 3.5 quarters of great football, and then you turn around and just
turn around.
Every now and then we'll possibly go win a football game.
It's just where we're at, and it's insane. I don't know what to tell you guys here at this point there. And I see RPX saying I think they're tanking. I don't think they're tanking at all, guys. I really don't. I genuinely think that nobody else wants the defense coordinator job for some reason. Because I think if Marquand Manuel is like, yep, I'll take it, gone. Shane Bowen's gone.
I think so.
Man, I got to think that at this point here, you do it. Even if you got to bring somebody in from the outside at this point to do it. Like, I've been anti-Antonio Pierce. Maybe this is the move to make then.
At this point, like, it's just like a signal victory.
Yeah.
It's like bring him in for the remainder of the season, right? What week 11? So 6 games left.
You know what it is? It's a sign to the fans that you give a shit.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's a sign to the fans that you give a shit. Because I don't feel like they care. I don't feel like they care about me or anybody else in the chat right now. Because if you did, you would have made the move already. He's inept. He's out of place. He is not able to play to be the defensive coordinator. That's not able to do it. So I don't know else what you guys want to hear. Unfortunately, like that. I wish I can give you better news. I wish I can give you guys a little more positivity. I can't do it. There's nothing to be positive about.
It's very hard. I mean, the positives, like I said, the offense look good. So kudos to Kafka on getting Jameis Winston to throw around this rock on this Detroit defense.
The only thing I will knock this offense on, and it's a big issue I have that I kept flipping out about all during the game. First off, the offense had horrendous field position throughout much of this game, and I give them a lot of credit for getting out of it often. And the big plays are what got them out of it, obviously. But my issue was, why the hell is it every single time we're deep in there, you're run? Like, we all know it's coming, run. And then a third down, you're asking Jameis Winston to pull a first down out of his ass. He just happened to do it a lot.
It's unfair to him, especially with his track record with interceptions. And like fans want to get upset like when he throws a pick. This is what we signed up for. He's a wild card. Just let the guy throw the rock.
Like it's
like
just
he'll get you the first down. So he'll get some crazy plays. Like he's got the motivation to get the guys to, rally around him. Why we constantly run the ball?
Yeah. It's just insane. Like I get it. You play it safe if you're like within the 5-yard line, but you're at the 12-yard line. You're acting like you're about to give up a safety. Like that's the one issue I had. Again, I want to harp on the offense too much because the offense was not the problem here today, guys. The offense has not been the problem for much of the season. So I don't want to be that guy.
Unless Russell's in.
Like we put 27 points up. Like we're there. So, at 27 points, you win most times. You should win almost all the time.
Typically.
So
I mean, look last week with the Eagles. They lost 16-10 against the Eagles.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a high power offense, and we did a lot better against this defense.
Yeah. Like I said, it's annoying. I will say this though, and I said it during the game, and I'll say it here as well. I still don't like Kafka for head coach, but if they get a defensive coach, they want to keep Kafka in as the OC. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm okay with it. And actually letting him call the plays and everything. I'm okay with it. I'll allow it.
Yeah, take the reins off. Let him do what he's got to do.
But I'm saying we get a guy like Shula. We're talking about Shula from the Rams defense there. If we get him as a head coach, hypothetically, or we get a Lou Anarumo or something like that, somebody that's to do offense, I'm okay with Kafka staying as the OC if they want that. If he wants that, that's the big thing. Because I didn't think he has a chance to help him staying, but he also hated Dable. So maybe with Dable being gone, that's a possibility. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's only a thing that people behind closed doors know, which we're not privy to, unfortunately. The Giants do not accept us as accredited media. But it happens. I mean, we almost had it happen with Dable. Remember, Dable messed up the whole Patrick Graham thing. Patrick Graham was willing to stay, but Dable announced he was going to stay before he even agreed to it. So that messed that up. That's our first sign that Dable was inept. All right. We're going to pay the bills real quick, guys. And then we're going to get back to some of your comments here, give you guys a chance to give any thoughts on the game as well before we head on out of here for the night there. So let's pay those bills.
Thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
All righty, guys. So let's get to your comments here. So Robert starts off with, yes, please fire him. But
fire Bowen.
Fire
You're
him.
fired. Dude, Vince McMahon style too. So he goes to get on the bus. Vince McMahon, you're fired. Fire that man. Satan.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy there. Let's see here. Bruce has been saying fire Shane Bowen since last year. Personnel decision horrible. Run fit non-existent. 15-yard cushions for wide receivers. Yes, absolutely goddamn ridiculous there. Deb says Kafka blew it too. Should have taken the 3 points. It should not have gone to OT. Yep, 100%. I agree. I know you said you agree as well, Rob. Robert says, was Dexter hurt? I've been trying to find it. anything on that for you guys on that, and I can't find anything on that.
He was.
So, to the best of my knowledge, he was not hurt. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That's just what happened there. Craziness there. I'm looking on Twitter even to see if any of the media guys are at the game say anything about that. But yeah, that's just insanity. He says, even if we took the 3 points, Lions probably would have scored anyway. LOL. You're not wrong there. And I said that at the time too. But to me, it's just like, I feel like there's a situation where you played based on fear of the defense, and you can't play based on fear of the defense. You have to play what's right to do for the offense, and then just trust the defense does what they're supposed to do. And if you can't trust the defense, then you just got to go ahead and say, screw it. I got to get out of here. I can't be here for this. Like, we got to get the defense out of here. The defense coordinator has to go. You know, like that's just where it's at. Let's see here. Dip says, where the flock was Dexter Lawrence that last play. Harry says, stop the 2 long runs and G-Men's win. Last time I checked, he doesn't play defense. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. This whole thing is just absolutely insanity.
Especially like 69 yards, 64 yards in overtime in a run. First play. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. Right then and there. Before the next snap, Bowen should have been fired.
Let's see. Anthony says, no idea, Deb. However, they panned him on the sidelines and said something to Bowen, and Bowen then tossed his tablet. Well, yeah, that's just a little crazy there. I didn't see that part of it. I was so busy watching the actual play itself there. But yeah, I mean, Dexter was probably pissed. You saw, at the Broncos game, what happened. And like you saw Brian Burns in the tunnel flipping out.
Yeah.
And he was right to flip out.
Misunderstood. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's just, the whole thing's insanity. Deb says, Anthony, I didn't see that. More drama. That'll be interesting. Side note. Eddie says, I hope it's what get Bowen fired. Bowen should have been fired a long time ago.
Beginning of the year.
And Bruce says, if he didn't get fired to the Denver game, his job is safe. Deb says they will not fire Bowen. Again, I don't think he has been fired. I don't think anybody wants a job, which is insanity. You can come and look like a hero. Like, if the defense just actually learned how to close out a game, we'd be winning how many games?
Yeah.
You look like a goddamn hero.
You really don't have to win games over here, which is crazy. You just can't blow leads.
Yeah.
You just have to manage. It's crazy.
Right. Bruce is the O-line coach, is the best coach in the team. Yes, that and Andre Patterson, which is weird to say that about Andre Patterson, because I know the defensive line, run stop, you kind of 2 and 2 together there. But Andre Patterson, I still say as well. But Carmen Brasillo, yes, that's the offensive line coach. He's been just absolute beast. Just what he's done with his team in the last 2 years. This is why we were so excited when we stole him from Oakland or Las Vegas. You want to call him Oakland, Las Vegas. So let's see. Tim says Hutchinson sacked Winston on 4th down to secure the Lions 34-27 overtime win over the Giants. Well, he did, but let's be honest. It's got secure the second that the Giants defense went on the field.
This is true.
Bruce's O-line did their job. Winston hung on too long. He did, but he also had to get somebody open. Like, that's just what it is. Book at tackles, only the Giants. All I have to say, mash unit on offense, and they outplayed their defense. Shane Bowen should put in cargo on the way home. Wouldn't it be a shame if there was a cargo drop? Who said that? Book at tackles, all I have to say. Anthony says Bruce Kafka is pretty good as an OC and is shaping up good as an interim head coach. Yeah, like I said, I don't think that they're doing a bad job in any way stretch of the form as far as the offense is. And I don't think anything as far as Kafka has been hurting us. It's just Shane Bowen. He's got to make that move. He's got to make that move already. Get rid of Shane Bowen. Point blank.
Yeah.
Deb says, love it when Gray dropped the first return. Shake my head. Anthony says, I can't play in general, guys. Yep. Let's see. Tim says, big blue screw up. What was Kafka thinking about? They know how to screw up a game. They sure know how to screw up a game. Yeah.
Big Bruce screw up. I like that. That's us.
Pretty much what they are. Deb says I was not sold on Carter as a 3rd round pick, and I hope I'm wrong. 3rd pick, not 3rd round. Yeah, we know what you meant, but yeah, it's just, it's ridiculous. It really is. The whole thing is just insanity. Anthony says I'm still refusing to judge any defensive players till we get a DC. That right there, and this is why I keep stressing, we need a new defensive coordinator so we know what we have. We have no clue what we have right now.
You got Burns, who's been playing great football because that's what a great player does.
Yeah.
No matter, like, you're on an edge. You got pretty much one job, and he's excelling at that job. And but there's so much more we can be doing with these guys, especially like the talent we do have there. With a better coaching, you can see a different defense on that field.
Yeah. Like I said, the whole thing's insanity, man. Anthony says he can't stop anything. It's so frustrating week after week, over and over again. I want to see, like, Rob, go through the comments. I'm going to go see if I can find out the stat. I want to see what's the most fourth quarter blown leads in NFL history in the season.
Oh, geez. Probably the Giants 2025.
No, I'm going to look it up. So I'm saying, Sarah, go through the comments, and I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, B Solo 47. Yeah, I think Carter can be great. We'll give it time, but it's not like he's done in a lot. LB, done in all LB. Yeah, we've been beating the drum on that. Like, Carter could be doing way more, but then again, Bowen could be scheming him in better. Like, he's supposed to be on the edge, but you got Burns and you got Thibodeau. How are you going to, like, substitute a rookie in for one of those guys? So it's hard. And I also think a lot of it comes down to the coaching where they're not scheming them properly. Like, down with Mike Parsons, like, they figured out ways to keep him in, and we're not doing that. You saw Carter had a lot of pressures today, but it didn't mean much because we didn't win the game. So we harp on the negative part of it. It's RPX 1045-3. It's so obvious that we are taking. I don't think we're taking. We're definitely not playing good football, but I don't think it's on purpose. I think it's malpractice of the coaching staff. As B Solo comes in saying, I don't think they're taken. If they were taken, just play Russ. You're absolutely right. We put Winston in. We've been that guy to come over to the Giants for a year and a half now, and he's playing great football. Like we said earlier in the podcast, 360-something yards today, which is more yards in the air all year against this Lions defense. So they tried to win. We just can't finish the game. Like, we got the dance, we just couldn't get on the dance floor.
Okay, so yeah, this is we got one more lead to tie the record for most. And Anthony, I see in the comments, you already got it too. So yeah. So the Jets last year 6 blown fourth quarter leads.
Jets? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think the Jets were that close into those games anyway. So that's funny. As AC also comes in saying, I want the FBI to investigate Shane Bowen.
They're a little busy right now with rich people on islands and kids.
Yeah. New York's on.
Yeah. So
yeah. Deb comes in and says, I don't see them taken at all. Kafka wants the head job, the head coach job, and most of the players are playing hard. They are. And we lose games in the fourth quarter because bad defensive call. They play great defense for 3 quarters of football. And then do they get gassed? It doesn't look like it. It just looks like we changed our defense to do a prevent defense and we blow games.
It's also we don't change our defense in the right way. We change it in the wrong way because you have to change
100%.
Their offense changes.
100%. Well, it's like clockwork. Every blown lead. What are we doing? We're zoning. We're dropping back. We're letting big plays happen. Just play aggressive like you did for 3 quarters of football. We have 5 blown leads, which means that's 5 quarters of bad football. But there's 15 quarters of great football. that we had the lead and that defense is working. All you have to do is mimic the better part of those games, like, and just do that.
Yeah.
And instead, we're changing like in the worst way possible. I mean, they're worried about, I guess, giving up big plays.
Well, yeah, but you can't play scared. That's the problem. The Giants play scared.
Don't play scared. Let's say
you're
worried about giving up big plays.
Scared. The offense played scared, didn't go over 3 points because they were scared of what happens if they didn't get up by a touchdown. The second they didn't kick that field goal, the game was over.
100%. I was on the couch with the fan, and I called right then and there. Like, this is the worst move the Giants do. This is seals deal for a loss.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't. It is what it is. It is what it is. And like I said, we're still trying to find out Dexter Lawrence what's going on there, because I'm still trying to figure out why he wasn't on the field. And you know, the scary thing is there's probably nothing wrong with him. It's probably nothing as far as that. It's just them being stupid.
100% being stupid. We also had RPX 10-45-3 coming and saying there's no way, there's no other reason in the world why they wouldn't take 3 points in the last drive. No reason at all, because they're tanking. No, I just think they thought they were overconfident in that offense to go ahead and get 6 yards for the touchdown. And then you're up by 10 points instead of 6 points. But at that point, you had the lead and you were manhandling that offense on defense. You take those points. That's bad coach. That's what that was. That's on Kafka. Yeah.
So I just looked it up. Dan Duggan said Kafka said Dexter Lawrence was nicked, so they were holding him out for third downs. That's why Kafka said he wasn't on the field for the first play of overtime.
Nicked.
Oh,
nice.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Whole thing's ridiculous. Yeah.
We're over at AC. Offense hasn't been the problem with Russ. Was Spence has been the problem. Whoops. There you go.
Yeah. I wish I was read right now. If I was an AC, I'd be on the slot machine getting free drinks and be drinking away my cares and worries.
Touche.
Ay.
Bookend tackles, 53-15. He did miss a wide open wan'dale for a TD.
Yeah,
he did. But that's also Russ. I'm sorry. That's Jameis Winston. We've called it all year long. He's a guy goes ahead. He's a wild card. He's a guy who could get you 7 touchdowns, but it could be 5 for the other team. He's a guy that gets you 400 yards, but he also might get you 3 interceptions. So, like, that's part of the wild card. Like, he might miss those big plays, but he also finds those big plays.
Yeah, this is just.
Yeah. His dev response, RPX. Why is Kappa taken so he can lose his head seat job and other possible interviews? That doesn't make sense. 100% agreed with you, Deb. Like, these guys are fighting for their jobs.
Yeah.
Like, this is right now is their interview for the next job.
Yeah, they have things to do.
Most of these guys are going to stay.
They have things to do past this week.
Yeah.
Past this year. Past everything.
100%. Look, it says that was a nice play call. Yeah.
See. Be solo. Honestly, I could see us taking the field goal and the Lions marching on the field next drive. I mean, look at the opening run in overtime. 100%. That's 100% true. But here's the whole thing. Again, we're playing based on our lack of trust in this defense, but you're entrusting the coordinator to stay every week. That's my problem. You either trust them or you don't. Pick a side. You know?
And we talk about this all the time too. It's like, we're up by 3 points and 6 points. That offense is going to have to come out and play a different game. So just in general, like, if you're up by 6 or 7, it's the same play you have to play compared to 3 points. You have to go for the touchdown. You can't just go for the field goal and hope for a tie, which then you know how that offense has to run, which then also helps your defense. Yes, you can still run the ball, but you know they have to make big plays in a short time.
Like I said, to me, it was just going for that touchdown was the playing not to lose thing. Play to win.
Yeah.
You played scared and you lost. So Anthony says bookend. He also has Hutchinson barreling down on him. Yes, he did. He says he had time to play the throw. He played a good game, but that was a miss. And like I said, there's got to be there's a reason the term Monday morning quarterback is a thing. And it's also keep in mind that we see things different from the TV angle than what they see behind the other angle. Sometimes that's just life. Deb says, I don't see Kafka staying here if he doesn't get the head coaching job. We'll see. You never know. Bookend says doesn't get easier than that open, but defense should have closed it out, so can't kill Kaf or Winston. Yeah. Anthony says, do we get anything in the draft if we lose Kafka? I know if we lose the assistant GM, we get a third round pick back. No, because Kafka's not under contract past this year. So he won't get anything from him because of that. I'm pretty sure that's the rule. He's got to be under contract and going to a higher position.
I believe so.
Hot Dogs 101 says, no points allowed for 5 quarters, then Denver collapsed in 2 and 10. How? Because we suck.
Pretty much.
Big RJ6 says that why we run on 3rd and 7 overtime. We had the ball on the Lions side in the game. Just throw the ball. If we don't get to throw it again. I said the same thing. I don't disagree. And I think they're playing scared of Winston's turnover petulancy. I think that's what that was. So, but
we're just playing scared.
Yeah, it is.
Which goes back why you don't go for the field goal. Playing scared.
What we do. Greg says more of the same shit. Thanks for not taking the points, Kafka. You dumb.
Yeah.
Michael says they fired the head coach. Time to fire that bum defensive coordinator. Damn straight. Anthony said I think it's 7 blown leads. He's looking at that's what he's looking at the record there. Bookend says Bowen might ruin Kafka's chances. Kafka ruins it by keeping Bowen.
100%. Listen, Kafka has the reins to fire anyone and do anything. He's
close it from here.
He's an active head coach. If he thinks Bowen's going to negate him getting a job somewhere else or staying with the Giants organization, cut him out. Get him out of there.
Oh, he did want a little Joey on us. Uncle Joey.
Cut it out. Hey.
Jordan says, I think the Giants look good today in comparison to the Lions' helmets and jerseys. I actually like the alternative jerseys that the Lions had. I wouldn't like them on a regular basis. I thought it was pretty cool, actually. Let's see. Kevin. Greg says, yes, Kafka has no shot if he doesn't fire Bowen right now. Listen, they're going to lose the whole guy named locker room, but they don't fire him right now. That's the truth of the matter. It happened already. Dorothy says, we keep blaming. I think she means blame Bowen, but Bowen doesn't play defense. If you put Lawrence Taylor in this or any defense, he's taking over the game. I don't think that if you put anybody really good in this defense, they're going to all of a sudden be really good again. They're taking a notch down. When you take your whole defense down a notch, it's an issue. Yeah, they said.
Yeah.
Greg says, why do you take Dex at the end? Like we said that. He got hurt. Anthony says, what an effing joke. I'm done, guys. This is ridiculous. Jake says, touche, not touche. We suck, but this is a fun game at the end of the day. It is what it is. I mean, listen. Greg says, yeah, same bullshit this year. Blow it up. Dorothy says, why at this point would a fan want us to win the game that Dart isn't playing? Just pride. That's all it is. Pride. Jay says, when you see Rob fighting for a vacuum sales job, he won't give up. Never say never. If he dies, he dies. That's how he is. That's the dedication that Rob has. Oh my gosh. He says, I think Kafka has done well with crab legs. To be honest, it's not a great position. Yeah, like I said, I think Kafka's not a bad OC. I think we're learning that. I think Kafka has just been saddlebagged by a horrible head coach for those years. Jason's Rob's commentary kind of sucks, but he's not when he's there's no vest. He needs he doesn't have a vesting interest in this.
See my best.
Promoted outside of the organization to get 2 comp thirds. Yes. RPX, the Giants are a better team on both sides until 4 minutes to go. Other than those 2 TD runs by Gibbs, we were stopping them. They're tanking, bro. They're not tanking.
We just suck.
Jay says, at what age do you guys stop wearing your hats backwards? You guys are 40 plus. It's Dan Quinn level cringe. Well, here's the problem with that. Is when you wear your hat forwards, and you're on camera, you get this weird shadow of your face and everything. It's actually for lighting purposes. I won't even lie. I don't wear my hat backwards ever outside of here. Rob might. I don't know. I want to speak for him. Do you wear your hat?
I do. I do, but it's supposed to be forward.
Listen, Rob's a Toys R Us kid. He doesn't want to grow up. This is what it is.
It's all right. I'm the young one here.
Jay says, listen. Anthony says, at the end of the day, Jay. Jay says, it is what it is, AC. Bowen's performance, the worst coordinator performance in Giants history. It's got to be up there. Like literally breaking NFL records here. It's got to be. So
terrible.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to call it. How much more can we talk about how much the Giants just suck the same way every single week? It is what it is. We said it.
We suck again.
We can't do it.
Yeah. We can't do it all week long.
So, all right, guys. So that's got to call it a night for us. We'll be back again tomorrow complaining about the Giants even more. Join us. It'll be fun. Yeah. As always, we're live every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, we're live for game day coverage. So a lot of these with us for the play-by-play, along with this post-game coverage here as well. Now, this is the one right here. Ski Bob says 626. I subbed. Why not? LOL.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. RPX says 40 is the new 30, guys. F that guy. You could be cringe if you like. I'm just going to say this. RPX,
it's not that school zone.
You just gave away your age. Because I guarantee you've got to be at least 40 now. Because no one ever says 40 is the new 30 unless they're at least 40. No 30-year-old says that. Anyway, guys,
thank you.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, we are live on YouTube, the preferred platform, along with, of course, Facebook, X/Twitter, Twitch, and of course, Rob's favorite. And of course, as always, we're live. So we're not live. We're available the next day, I should say, on all the audio podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, all the big ones. If you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share button, tell a friend about the show there. Appreciate you guys for listening, watching, as always. And as always, Giant fans, go G-Man!
Go G-Man! Go G-Man!
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.